The world of gender is vast and diverse. It encompasses a wide range of experiences and identities that go beyond the binary understanding of male and female. It's about much more than the sex we are assigned at birth. Gender is a complex interplay of biology, identity, and culture. Transgender people teach us this. They show us that gender is not just a physical attribute but a deeply felt sense of self. They show us that gender is a feeling inside. It's an intrinsic part of who we are, something that we understand about ourselves on a profound level. It's about who we know ourselves to be. This self-awareness is crucial for living an authentic and fulfilling life. Being transgender means that a person's internal gender identity differs from the sex they were assigned at birth. This can be a challenging journey, but it is also a journey towards self-discovery and authenticity. Some people might identify as transgender men. This means they were assigned female at birth but identify as male. They may choose to transition in various ways to align their external appearance with their internal identity. This means they were assigned female at birth but identify as male. This identity is valid and deserves respect and recognition. Others might identify as transgender women. They were assigned male at birth but identify as female. Their journey is equally valid and important. They were assigned male at birth but identify as female. This transition can involve social, medical, and legal steps to live as their true selves. There are also non-binary individuals. They don't identify solely as male or female. Their experiences and identities challenge the traditional binary understanding of gender. They don't identify solely as male or female. They may feel like both, neither, or somewhere in between. This fluidity is a natural and valid expression of human diversity. They may feel like both, neither, or somewhere in between. Their identities are unique and personal, reflecting a broad spectrum of gender experiences. It's important to remember that gender is a spectrum. This means there are countless ways to experience and express gender. There's room for everyone to express themselves authentically. Embracing this diversity enriches our communities and our understanding of what it means to be human. Understanding these identities is the first step toward building respectful relationships. It requires openness, empathy, and a willingness to learn from others' experiences. It's about recognizing that a person's gender identity is deeply personal. This recognition fosters acceptance and support, which are essential for the well-being of transgender and non-binary individuals. We must honor and respect it. By doing so, we create a more inclusive and compassionate society. This is crucial for creating safe and fulfilling connections. When we respect and affirm each other's identities, we build stronger, more supportive communities where everyone can thrive. One of the most important things to remember is that a transgender person's true gender is their self-identified gender. This is a fundamental aspect of their identity and should be respected by everyone. This is the gender they know themselves to be, deep within their core. It's an intrinsic part of who they are, not something that can be easily changed or dismissed. It's not about how they look or what surgeries they may or may not have had. Gender identity goes beyond physical appearance and medical procedures. It's about their inner sense of self. When someone tells you their gender identity, believe them. Use their correct pronouns. This simple act of acknowledgement can make a world of difference. This shows respect and validates their identity. It affirms their existence and their right to be who they are without judgment or prejudice. It creates a more inclusive and welcoming environment. When we respect each other's identities, we foster a sense of belonging and community. Remember, names and pronouns are powerful. They are more than just words. They are a reflection of a person's identity and their place in the world. Using the wrong ones can be hurtful and invalidating. It can make someone feel unseen and disrespected, which can have a profound impact on their mental and emotional well-being. By embracing someone's self-identified gender, we show them that we see them, we hear them, and we respect them for who they truly are. This act of acceptance can help build a more compassionate and understanding society, where everyone feels valued and respected. Forming relationships with transgender people is built on the same foundation as any other relationship: respect, empathy, and understanding. It's important to approach these relationships with an open heart and mind, recognizing the shared humanity that connects us all. Treat transgender people with the same kindness and respect you would anyone else. Listen to their stories and show genuine interest in their experiences. This simple act of listening can bridge gaps and foster deeper connections. Ask questions respectfully if you are unsure about something. It's okay to seek understanding, but always do so with sensitivity and care. Remember, it's better to ask than to assume. Never assume you know someone's experiences or feelings. Each person's journey is unique and personal. By acknowledging this, we can create a more inclusive and supportive environment. Each person's journey is unique. Embrace the diversity of experiences and perspectives that each individual brings to the table. Remember, being transgender is just one aspect of a person's identity. They have many other facets that make them who they are. It doesn't define them entirely. Their interests, passions, and dreams are equally important parts of their identity. Get to know them as individuals. Take the time to learn about their hobbies, their goals, and what makes them happy. Celebrate their passions, their dreams, and their unique contributions to the world. By doing so, we not only honor their individuality but also enrich our own lives with diverse and meaningful connections. When it comes to intimacy, remember that transgender people are just as diverse in their desires and preferences as anyone else. What's important is to approach these conversations with sensitivity and respect. Start by asking open and honest questions. Listen attentively to their responses. Be understanding and receptive to their needs and boundaries. Remember, intimacy is about connection, trust, and mutual pleasure. By approaching these conversations with care and empathy, we can create a safe and fulfilling experience for everyone involved. Section 5. Transition and Sexual Relationships. It's important to remember that transition is a personal journey. It looks different for everyone. Some transgender people may choose to undergo hormone therapy or surgery as part of their transition. Others may not. It's never appropriate to ask invasive questions about a transgender person's body or medical history. These are private and personal matters. Focus on getting to know the person for who they are. Respect their choices and their boundaries. This is crucial for building healthy and respectful relationships. Section 6. Communication, the key to intimacy. Open and honest communication is essential in any intimate relationship. This is especially true when navigating intimacy with a transgender partner. Don't make assumptions about someone's desires or boundaries. Ask questions. Listen actively to their responses. Talk about what feels good and what doesn't. Be respectful of their feelings and be open to exploring new things together. Remember, intimacy is a journey of discovery and shared pleasure. Section 7. Foreplay and transgender individuals. Foreplay is an integral part of intimacy for everyone. It's about building connection, desire, and pleasure. This is no different for transgender individuals. Be attentive to your partner's needs and desires. Explore different forms of touch and affection. Remember, everyone experiences pleasure differently. What feels good for one person may not feel good for another. The key is to communicate openly and be willing to experiment together. Section 8. Respecting boundaries and desires. Respecting boundaries is crucial in any intimate encounter. This means paying attention to both verbal and nonverbal cues. If your partner seems uncomfortable or hesitant, stop and ask if everything is okay. Don't pressure them into anything they don't want to do. Remember, consent is an ongoing conversation. It's about checking in with each other throughout the experience to make sure everyone feels safe, respected, and comfortable. Section 9. Addressing challenges with sensitivity. Like any relationship, relationships with transgender individuals can come with their own unique challenges. It's important to approach these challenges with sensitivity, understanding, and a willingness to learn. If you encounter something you're unsure about, don't be afraid to ask questions respectfully. Remember, we all make mistakes. What matters is that we learn from them and strive to do better. By approaching these conversations with empathy and a desire to understand, we can navigate challenges together and strengthen our relationships. Section 10. Fostering understanding and acceptance. Creating a more inclusive and accepting world for transgender people starts with education and understanding. Educate yourself about transgender issues. Challenge your own biases and assumptions. Use your voice to advocate for transgender rights. Remember, small actions can make a big difference. By promoting understanding and acceptance in our own communities, we can create a world where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued for who they are. Section 11. A call for empathy and respect. In all our interactions with transgender people, let empathy and respect be our guiding principles. Remember that everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of their gender identity. By embracing empathy and understanding, we can create a world where transgender people feel safe, valued, and empowered to live their lives authentically. Let us move forward with open hearts and open minds, committed to building a future where everyone can thrive.